Hello everybody and welcome back to Kraise Gaming Presents Call of Cthulhu. Okay, so we're just going to obviously continue where we left off. We seem to have broken this, so I need to figure out how to get down there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else in here that I haven't gotten already, so just... I'm wondering how you get up there, or for what purpose you would want to get up there.
Well, well.
Oh.
A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid.
Apparently so.
What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Play
Your
dumb.
turf. That's news to me.
For a guy who has no idea, you've been doing a fair bit of poking around. My men saw you staking out the Hawkins warehouse.
Is that against the law?
I'm no idiot, detective. I'll tell you how things work around here.
Oh, really?
I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Have you got daddy issues?
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Wow, she just kicked my ass.
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm going to have to deal with her.
So what, have I been sent somewhere else, or where am I? Oh, I'm here. Okay. Okay. Okay, we'll talk to this guy again. Just because he's here.
You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Okay, let's talk to the captain dude. Let's see what he knows.
Something real bad. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. Cops, they can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway. That's no way to treat an omen. Oh, yeah.
These guys might help. He most certainly will. The bar manager.
You're back again.
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
Got a bit of an issue.
Apparently, the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
How do I get into the tunnels?
You're back again. What can I do for you?
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Okay. So I need to find. What about in here?
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations. Gifted with its own consciousness.
Okay. Barkeep.
You again. What can I get you?
Nope, no help there.
That'll be all for now.
Hi guys.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
See, I reckon these guys are like the original people that were
I
around
bid you
in
farewell, gentlemen.
1847.
Good night, stranger.
I just have this feeling. I just have this feeling these guys are the original inhabitants. Don't know how I know that. I just do. I could be wrong, of course.
Cops, they can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Get it. Nobody...
Now, here's the thing. Okay, there's no way in here. Hi, guys.
Well, look who's back.
Did you miss us?
I need to cause a diversion. Uh-huh.
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business. What's in it for us?
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
Liquor?
Exactly.
I'll try to find some for you.
I need to find some booze. And where'd you find booze? In a pub.
Something real bad.
What about you two fellas? No. Hey Mac, punt your best, bottle of your best beer.
What can I get you?
Let's say I want to buy a bottle from you.
Choice is yours. Everything's on sale.
How much for a bottle of whiskey?
$5.
I guess I'm not desperate.
I'm not judging you.
That'll be all for now.
Well, that was easy.
Damn stupid idiots. Get it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
Hey boys, got something for you.
So, have you got what we asked you for?
Here.
Now, sit back and enjoy our performance.
Achievement unlocked. No prohibition.
Follow me.
No prohibition for Darkwater.
Cheers, you jackass.
I don't feel well.
Hey, where are you going?
Say that again.
I hope for your sake that I didn't hear.
Awesome. Okay. We're in. Let's have a look about the place first. Okay. So that's the way in. Okay, we can't get up there anyway. Fine. That's just fine.
Let's see. Shoot. I'll have to find another way to get in.
God
It's
damn
no
it.
use. The padlock won't give.
Okay. 2 steps forward, 1 step back with this place. Okay. Are there any holes in the ground that I can climb in, perhaps? Looks like this is a dead end. Can't be, surely. Oh, ain't that a pain?
You don't like our prices. It's gonna cost you a lot more than a bottle.
He's stewed to the gills. You'll get nothing out of him.
I'm not interested in a chat. I want to tan his hide.
Tan my what? Oh. No, it's okay. I'm okay now.
So who's going to help me get in there, I wonder?
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Yep, because you busted it. Someone has to have a key.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
You
Hi.
again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Something real bad. Don't put that beast back in the water.
Aha.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
It's a little late. I've already met Cap.
Well, at least you're still here to talk about it. She must like you.
Something like that.
With that, please do excuse me, because I'd prefer not to be seen talking with you for too long.
Well, okay. I was going to say I need your help with something, but obviously, you know. There has got to be a way to open this then. Cat's not going to be happy I'm back here, admittedly, but you know. What do you do? Okay, so it's obvious that there's no one out here to help me. In there is where I need to be.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Probably not a lot.
I shall be on my way.
Yeah,
So
also.
come back and see me when you've got something new.
See, it's got to be in the pub then, isn't it? Let's talk to Kat, see what she says.
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. It's something that I respect.
Oh,
So
no.
understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
Tell the truth.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly. But it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
No.
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious.
Absolutely.
To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me. And I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Do you know what? It really does depend on the favour, and I'd be willing to bet that she doesn't ask anything nice. Is there another way? Do you know what?
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here.
She's got a lovely figure.
I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit, and nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley, I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him. It's fine. He's with me.
Well, I wouldn't be walking beside her otherwise, would I? You dumb shit. By the way, I may have broken the lock, just saying.
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Oh.
Overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Oh. But, can I not ever kiss goodbye? Oh well. Guess not.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is
Consult
the connection
diary.
between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Right, so what we got? So we got 1 CP, that's fine. Do you know what? Let's spend it. What do we want to spend it on? Everything's at 40%. What we need... investigation. Always handy. Whoa! Okay, that's a little bright.
The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it. Was it before or after the removal of these bandages?
Well, it was male, clearly. So a man has flipped out.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
Indeed.
Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins?
Good question.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks.
Yeah, sure does.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it.
Oh, I wonder if it's... No. I had a funny idea in my head and then it kind of vanished. Yeah, I don't need to hold reconstruction, it's fine. Not yet. I'm not done yet. Always look at crime scenes a few times. I learned that from Batman. Okay. Oh, dang, he's ugly. And here's Sarah's painting, it's got the same mark. Okay, so what do we know? Save that for now. Okay, boss of a gang of bootleggers, which seems to use Darkwater as a hideout, always keeps an eye on their territory, the zone of abandoned warehouses on the docks. I have the impression that all the men on Darkwater fear her, even Mitchell, the owner of the stranded whale, is reluctant to talk about her. She uses Darkwater as a point of departure from her cargoes of whiskey, and she is slowly gnawing away at Captain Fitzroy's territory. Fair enough. Recently housed a clandestine resident. Signs of life attest to the fact. The presence of blood-stained bandages must also be noted, probably removed from a wound, as well as pills, painkillers and sleeping pills. The occupant seems to be obsessed with Sarah Hawkins, as attested by the presence of several documents connected to the artist's life, photograph, press cutting, etc. But it is the discovery of partly charred painting recognised by Officer Bradley as having come from the Hawkins mansion that allows all doubts to be lifted as the link between the contents of the building and the Hawkins case. Yeah, we're okay for now. Now, here's the thing with the what do I do now? For a moment, I felt as if a creature had caught hold of me. In an abandoned warehouse, I found a partly submerged tunnel that leads to the bootlegger's territory. Okay. Tunnel, not tunnel. You're ahead of me, mate, because I haven't seen any tunnel. Okay. Do you know what the ambient music reminds me of? If you've seen the original Alien.
Someone has settled in here. And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! The Hawkins case has been wound up. Let the dead rest in peace.
Nope.
Look around you. Someone has settled in here. Can you explain what this painting is doing?
Nope, and he probably doesn't want to.
Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way.
He's being a lot more helpful than I was expecting him to be, truthfully.
Please shut the door. Open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again.
Hi.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Yay.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on. We got
Oh,
some
most of
driving
it's
to
still
do.
there. Chapter 3. A strange high house achievement. Okay. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place thought to be abandoned reveals some surprises. Scenes of recent occupation as well as a partly charred painting. Interrupting his searching by an officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. To be fair, whatever choice you make there, you couldn't have gone very wrong. He was going to be amenable regardless. I wonder if it's this, what was his name? Alyssa or Alyssa, I can't remember. You know, the caretaker person that the barkeep was talking about.
Well, here we are. Hawkins mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Okay, so,
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
Good
You're
question.
pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as
that
soon
was
as he
it.
could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Other questions, if you wouldn't mind. Investigation.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Seriously? An honest cop in a game? Never. Okay,
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
nope, couple more things if you don't mind.
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
I prefer to be prepared.
He's got a scar on his face. Never noticed that before.
Wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Nope.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Last one.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Yeah, alright then.
You can help.
Right. Let's go.
I want to catch a look at his face. Yeah, he's got a scar. Definitely. I want to have a look around as well, of course. Nothing around here. Oh, wait. A figurine of a whale carved from wood. It's the sort of toy that sailors made for children. Okay, good.
Recently fallen. It's as if all life has abandoned the place. Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined.
Okay. Let's have a quick look up here while the cop's waiting. Okay, this place is huge, so you know what? We'll follow him for now. They're very far apart.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her. Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Unless he did it himself.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute.
Poor kid.
I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? Steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Poor kid.
Alright, so that was it, okay. So have a quick look around. Yeah, we're all done here. Okay, good. So this is the front door, which clearly is bolted and barred.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Shocker.
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa! Whoa!
You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
You can ask Officer Bradley if it's true. He's right behind me, paying his respects at the Hawkins family graves.
Bradley? A good guy. Not as dumb as you think.
Yeah, that's right. He'll tell you that we're working together.
Understood. I'm listening.
Phew.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
Okay, so yeah,
You
let's
still
talk about
put
that.
flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what
The
you
terrible
have to
old man achievement unlocked.
Go on then, just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Can I talk to him some more? That'd be handy. Okay, so we've got the key. Let's have another look around.
This gate is locked.
Oh, an old cabin. I would assume that's his house. There's the town.
Bourbon. Empty, of course.
Of course. Oh, is there a reason for that, I wonder? A crack in the window.
I know a thing or two about solitude myself.
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world.
Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
Let's go and have another look at that window. Okay, nothing here for now. I'll have to remember this and come back.
Pierce, shall we enter? Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go. Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Police officer Pierce and Officer Bradley explore the gardens of the Hawkins mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester, the old caretaker, still faithful to his employers. Keeps watch on the place armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley manage to calm him down and finally get hold of the key. They enter the building looking for the scene of the fire. Of course, if we go down to the basement, we no doubt find everything we're looking for, but I suppose that'd be too easy.
I know the place. Who left this light on?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
God damn, that's bright. Okay. Fire guard. See that? There's definitely a face in there somewhere, or two, three.
What kind of meat is this?
Whale meat, probably.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
No place for the child.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
That's all she wrote, I guess.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Sarah Hawkins painted herself with her son, Simon, ready to go somewhere, but without Charles.
That is definitely a face up there.
They seem happy, but Charles is already looking off into the future. His marriage just a stop along the way. Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Front of an exotic ruins, it is common knowledge that he wasted away his fortune on expensive trips. What was he looking for? Occult stuff, I would imagine.
Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way. Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Let's consult the diary first. What have we got? 2. One in there. One in there. Alright, let's have a look at everything else. So, we've got Officer Bradley, age 37, Jesus. And Silas Winchester. Okay, got the house. So, since the fire of the Hawkins mansion, the dining room has remained intact. The setting allows place occupied by family members to be determined. Visibly, etiquette was respected, even in private. Charles Hawkins sat at the head of the table, his wife and son on the other side. The knocked over chair could be due to something that happened after the fire, or it could have confirmed the theory of domestic argument. Clearly, the roast was untouched in certain plates, the meat mysteriously preserved since then to have been the subject of dispute between the Hawkins couple. And we've got a key. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Okay.
Did someone escape the fire? The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? They had a fight. Why? Did it stop at the time of the fire?
Maybe.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
She was hit.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
A good question.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Certainly seems that way, doesn't it? And why was the child in here?
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
Boo.
And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
Fire wasn't an
I firmly
accident.
believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
Crime of passion? Yeah.
I suspect a crime of passion.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
Okay. Locked? Yeah, I thought
This
so.
door is locked.
That's okay. So yeah, it turns out dude got drunk. Ooh, what's this? Okay, that does improve progression. Excellent.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose?
Same blood we found in the warehouse.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor, the sea shanty.
Huh. Okay. Now, is there anyone that's got burns on their body? That police do go.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818. Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
Indeed.
This place was falling apart long before the fire. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
The human body, another medical thing, I would imagine. Good, good. Okay, upstairs we go. Ah, nice.
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
Huh. I wonder if there's like, you you put a lampshade and a magic door opens.
Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century.
Just to give his fingers a bit of a rest.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Okay, dear sir, as you know, I've always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she again terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems to make her come to her senses. Anton Wellard. If these disturbances were to reoccur, believe me that although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Anton Wellard. Okay. One of Sarah's paintings. As most of them are, I would imagine. All these pictures have been turned around. This is the boys' room.
The boys' room.
That's cool, making castles out of books. Nice idea.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer, Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them?
I wonder if he had his mother's
Simon's troubles
affliction.
went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
I think that's it for now. Nothing in there. Okay.
Locked.
Okay, fine.
What will her room reveal about her? Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated, resorting to such a treatment.
They act as a depressant of the nervous system, but once you begin, you can never live without them. Of that I know something. No panties hanging on the wall. Fair enough. Come on, you can do it.
This padlock is too complicated for me.
Can we do something about that, I wonder? Okay. Let's try again.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Damn. Damn it all. I wonder if there's another way in.
Locked.
Or is there a key? Hello.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
No, but that will. What the hell?
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult?
Same
What was she
symbols that
trying
were
to
on the
achieve?
statue.
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Oops. Sorry.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Boston client, but that was her dad.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
Oh. My very dear Sarah, ever since you left to bury yourself away on that lost island, your art has been attracting increasing numbers of collectors. I beg you to send me some new paintings. The last ones, so sombre and strange, moving as no other paintings have been, are selling at premium price. Your percentage of these most recent sales is attached. Do not forget your friend, who was the first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. Maximilian L. Someone had a light on in here as well.
The door is
fine.
blocked on the other side.
Okay.
Bradley? Is that you?
Which way did it come from? Shame we can't go in the cupboards.
Is anyone there?
Oh, now we get a lamp. Oh, it's me.
You! Stop!
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
I'll cover you.
Switch to one light source to another. No, I'm quite happy with this one, thank you.
This door was closed earlier.
Just making sure.
Where did he go?
Must have got out some way.
No, he was here. I'm sure. Let's search this room. This panel is movable.
Okay, let's have a look around.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well.
Who's that guy?
I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Charles Hawkins was keeping her father's letters from her.
These letters have been opened, but visibly have not left Charles Hawkins' office. They are tied together by carefully knotted braid. Huh. That's not creepy at all.
They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips. It looks like an old seaway map.
Okay. Oh, okay, fine. So if our lamp goes dead, we need to find one of them.
As if the bookcase has been moved several times. This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
Okay. So,
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. It looks like a freehand map of Darkwater. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
so, the warehouse.
The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. I'd be
No,
better
we
off
won't.
not touching them for the moment.
Indeed. Okay, so let's look at the journal. Slipper, picture, fine. What we need... if the creature is not yet anchored in our dimension, an expulsion ritual might work, as long as the person performing makes sure the integration of the elder sons among the glyphs that make up the ceremonial circle. Be careful though, because if the works that describe the creation of such circles are not all proven reliability. Huh, okay. Validate that. Detective Edward Pierce.
Seems like this came from a log.
Sailed north all morning. Hamilton is confident. He says that we'll beat the Orpheus this season. May God be merciful. I preferred it when whales disappear without a trace. With these carcasses, we can no longer ignore their sad fate. What is eating these huge beasts? I told Hamilton that it was a bad omen. He doesn't care. We dropped anchor near the village. The inhabitants say that the waters are red with the blood of sacred beasts, and to follow them is to defy the gods. I told them that I only feared God Almighty, but in the loneliness of the hold, I'm scared. Fair enough. We have sighted a huge whale in the distance. It's the size that's seen beyond anything known to man. It sends out an infernal song. Hamilton wants it. We've caught it. It's the most grotesque whale I've ever laid eyes on. Hamilton, 1847. It's the most grotesque whale I've ever laid eyes on. It will go into memory as the biggest catch ever. Men have died, but we've gained glory. This day will be celebrated for years to come. We have beaten the Orpheus, returned with empty holes. The Scylla and Hamilton are only memories.
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
Yeah.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
So, Darkwater.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Okay.
Looks like it worked.
X marks the spot, I suppose.
Well done, Pierce.
I was hoping we'd find something like this. Inside the Hawkins mansion, the scene of a fire revealed its secrets. Pierce and Officer Bradley, now on the trail of a survivor, have undertaken the search of the place. Looking for proof, when a hooded man leaps into Sarah Hawkins' workshop to steal a painting, detective and police officers sent after him. By following him to the office of Charles Hawkins, they discover a secret passage. Pierce and Bradley enter the tunnel under the mansion. Now, I think...
Passage, under the manor. It's like a detective novel.
I think that is an excellent place to leave it.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him.
So, that was an awesome episode. I will leave it there, guys. Now, my schedule is that I'm going to be delivering, hopefully, one of these every day. However, on November the 8th, I'm going to be starting... that's when the new update for Warhammer 2 comes down. So I'll be doing them as well. So it's probably going to be one day, one the other, until this is done. Please do join me for the next episode. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please do follow me on Twitter. And I'm going to be delivering these every couple of days, every day or every 2 days at the most. Please do join me. This is turning out to be an awesome game and everything I expected, and it's only going to get better. Take care now. Goodbye.